Welcome back to the InScentive collection. I be the host, Brandon, and today we are getting into another fragrance from Dries Van Noten. All right, and in particular, we have Fleur du Mal. Fleur du Mal. Somehow is the way you say it. Not sure if that's the way, but what I do know is I'm very appreciative that you click on this video, and we're about to get into this fragrance. Before we do anything, like, subscribe, and check out the newsletter that's in the comment section or the description box below. All right, so let's look at the bottle, see what we got going on up in here. Now, I will say, this is one of the uglier bottles, in my opinion. I'm not sure what this is supposed to accentuate, illuminate, and educate on, in particular, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Individually, I think that the colors are okay, but it's too busy. The silver, the purple, the red, and then the black splotches. Don't like it. Hopefully I like the smell a lot better. Just giving you my honest thoughts. It's definitely the weakest, for sure, the weakest looking bottle next to Rock the Myrrh. Rock the Myrrh is kind of boring looking. All right, so, I'm telling you guys, it just gives it up. There's no need for aggression. All right, so, I'm gonna put this right here. Check me out. Bam! Bam! I'm excited. Fleur du Mal, Osmanthus, and suede. And I just realized I don't like suede. Not a suede fan. Not a suede fan. We're off to a rocky start here. All right, so let's get into the blurb. Fleur du Mal, a leather flower. The Osmanthus from Dries Van Noten's garden is draped in suede and revealed a captivating animality. Echoing this, the bottle combines a deep purple glass with a tortoise shell pattern. A vision of exquisite refinement. In the top notes, you got peach juice. Peach juice. Heart notes, you have osmanthus and jasmine. And in the base, you have suede and amber. And this is 88% derived of natural ingredients. Ew. I'm sorry. God, I don't know if I've ever had that reaction from a fragrance before. Oh my goodness. This gotta be cursing. I'm about to curse. Let's get into this. Let's see where they were going with this one. Draped in a velvety leather, this imagined flower reveals its most carnal petals, a captivating animality, and echoes a seemingly innocent bloom. An animal inspired by the bottle reflects Dries Van Noten's wardrobe, with a tortoiseshell motif and a deep violet glass. In extreme refinement, expressive prints, and solid color comes together with subtle plays of transparency. Fleur du Mal keeps its secrets beneath the delicate corolla. The osmanthus alone exudes an intense fragrance, balanced between an angelical floral note and soft animal tones. This is wordy and useless. Sorry. A leather-like, careless caress of apricot. The milky freshness of peach, the velvety texture of a petal, with the suede accord. Sensuality unfolds and becomes almost intoxicating, leaving an iridescent, one of my favorite words and colors, musky trace on the skin. Opulent yet intimate. The ciliage becomes almost tactile. So the key aspects of this, the first part of that is just useless. A leather-like caress of apricot. And I do smell, oh my gosh, this smells terrible. Oh my gosh. It smells like, I'm not gonna go there. Milky freshness of a peach. Milky and peach. I'm just not sure what they're trying to grasp at. Velvety texture of a petal. With the suede accord. Sensuality unfolds and becomes almost intoxicating, leaving an iridescent, musky trace on the skin. Okay. There's nothing redeeming about this smell. I don't like this. There's nothing about it that I would ever recommend, speak positively about, or shine light on. I'm going to chalk this up to being me not liking suede. That's what I'm going to say. This fragrance, if I could describe it, smells funky. And I mean funky like somebody who hasn't bathed in a while. It smells funky. It smells like feety. Feety is the word I want to use. You know how they put BS in there for notes? Bouquet. Like, this is feety. This fragrance smells feety. All right? Feety, funky, musty. This ain't it. I think that you would have to... I don't know who this is for. I really don't know who this is for. That's all I have to say about this, guys. I can't remember the last time I sprayed a fragrance and smelled something that I thought just stinks. I'm kind of like taken aback by this. I will say that this is something that is definitely getting softer. It's definitely getting softer. It's not as pungent. Like, it was pungent. It's not that anymore. It's a little sweeter. I'd be very curious. Let's see what Fragrantica has to say. I'd be very curious if you did apply this and you did like it, just why exactly? This came out in 2022, so it's one of the newer fragrances to the house. Well, I don't know how old the house is. It doesn't seem that old. Fruity, floral, leather, powdery, musky, amber, latonic, soft spice, sweet spice, and white floral. White floral? No way. Well, jasmine's in. Florals and fruity, wrapped in suede for femme fatales. Gorgeous, seductive, mature, well-blended fragrance. Also a bit of the kind of scent your hairdryer makes when you are close to overheating, but in a really good way. I'm not going to read these long ones, these long comments. Who's got time for all of that? These ads, like, restart the thing. Right off the bat, this is an amazing expression. Kind of linear, but you can't get enough of it in a signature-worthy way. I'm a sucker for a good osmanthus note in perfumes. It's a floral, soft perfume with peachy vibes. I'm satisfied with its longevity. This is definitely one of my top 3. In conclusion, definitely yet another good fragrance from DVN. Worth checking out. Not one of my favorites in quality and art, and is apparently not one of my favorites, but the quality and art is apparent when wearing this. Absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, I can't get a big bottle, but I did get a sample and wish to apply it, wish to buy a larger size. I would definitely say it's feminine leaning, which is a huge plus for me. I'm not really into the very unisex or masculine sense. It's warm, cozy, sophisticated, and quite sensual. I definitely recommend. So there it is. I mean, out of the few that I clicked on, raving reviews. It's definitely a little sweeter, and I can smell the apricot. It's definitely calmed down. That opening. Oops, sorry. That opening is not. I would say. No. Everybody's nose is different. I would say get your nose on this and let me know what you think. It's definitely something that I'd be very, 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 very curious to have somebody in a conversation with somebody who really likes this fragrance. It's definitely a new profile. It's definitely something that is, you know, unlike anything I've smelled before. I find this to be a bit rancid. I do agree that it is a particular artistry to be had enjoying this, if that's your vibe. But I just can't get over how offensive it is. I find this to be appalling. And like, it's tough for me because I don't like bashing a fragrance, and I don't want you to interpret this as me like dunking on this fragrance or the perfumer. By the way, did we get the perfumer's name? Oh, I gotta give credit where credit is due. They didn't say her name. Interesting. Yeah. So maybe this is in-house. And it's also 88% naturally. All the fragrances I've smelled from the house have been like 98%, 99%. Well, not that high, but like 90%, 94%. There's no perfumer listed here, which to me is a red flag. This makes me think that it was done in-house. This picture of the bottle looks a lot better. It's a dark bottle, so it needs a lot of, you need to light this properly. You need to know how to light this. And I can tell they edited this picture up by a lot. But it just, nothing about this seems right. From the tortoise text to the, nothing about this seems right. I don't know. This to me is the most like off brand of the set. I'm not sure what's going on here. It also seemed to be more exclusive, right? Like it talks about Dries Van Noten. The other fragrances so far haven't talked about that. Oh, yeah. So there's some fragrances in here that aren't in the pack. There's Bitter Splash. There's Havana Gold, Crazy Basil. Yeah. So there are more fragrances out there that aren't in this pack. Orange Smoke, which is a toilette. Yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section of this video. It's 14 minutes. Good gracious. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be very curious to know. I just think that this is something that doesn't work for me. I think it's suede. I think suede is something that I don't think I particularly like that. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you've been watching for this long, you are a true soldier. I appreciate you so much. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe on the way out. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.